Shopping for a home loan can be frustrating and confusing, to say the very least. And navigating through tricky terms and conditions leaves many of us uncertain about whether we've gotten a good deal or not. Enter HashChing, Australia's online marketplace for home loans, which looks to making the lending process more transparent. Joining me now is the CEO of HashChing and a good friend of mine, Siobhan Hayden.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for being here. So let's just have a little chat about HashChing, who you are, what you do, and what you're doing right now.
Yeah, so a business that's been operating for just over 2 years. We've successfully in that time supported nearly 30,000 customers, and effectively we're a website where customers can visit, learn about the different products in the market. We don't advertise the brand against the product, so we say a major, non-major or credit union or mutual, but all the product that we have showcased on our website is broker introduced home loan product. And once they select a deal, we instantly introduce them to a broker in their area.
Oh, that's it. Well, that's where the transparency comes in, right? Yeah. So that's really interesting. So it's just really levelling the playing field.
Totally, and the rates that brokers get access to, the current number or percentage that flow through Australia is 56% of home loans are now supported by mortgage brokers. So with that amount of, I suppose, service and that amount of flow, brokers have access to better rates than a consumer could get by walking into a lender of their own.
Into a bank. And do you think that's got a little bit to do with perhaps, I guess, people's feelings of trust around banks at the moment, and with a broker you're going to get a pretty fair deal?
A fairly big issue in the last sort of 24 months, the trust issue with banks, and I think we've seen as a business a flow away from the majors, customers wanting to refinance away from the four majors to a different brand because of that sentiment, but particularly just doing a general review of your current mortgage, we've found that we've saved customers on average $100,000 over the life of a 25-year loan.
It's huge.
So, well, particularly when you find customers that say to you, well, you know, I've been with Bank A or Bank B for a long time, you know, I did my home loan through them because, you know, I bought my car through them. That allegiance is not being returned, that support. So I think it really does pay dividends to look at your current structures, make sure that they are suitable, but also to make sure you're not overpaying.
Yeah, absolutely. Something I think is really interesting, and I have had them on Sky News Business before, a different show, is the founders of HashChing ex-NAB, I believe?
Ex-Westpac.
Ex-Westpac, pardon me. So that's quite interesting, isn't it? And we are seeing, I guess, some of, you know, people who have done very successfully within the banking industry move out and create something like, you know, the fintech we see before us.
We've just touched on the mortgage broker proposition. That's exactly what happened, and why HashChing started was that one of the co-founders had a employee discount with a major bank, and his friend who wasn't in banking had got a better rate through the same bank, which sounds astonishing. Yeah. When you share that, even within mortgage broking industries, if you share that story, people even find that quite funny. But it's unfortunately a fact. A lot of consumers are not aware of it, and brokers have access to, with their accreditations, nearly 700 different lending products. So why would you not go to a person who has such breadth and knowledge, and generally the person delivering the service is the person who's registered as a broker and licensed. Yeah. So you're dealing with a professional.